everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. This is episode 42. Last time we went through to the Kalharol Tig and met Sigrun, and it looks like we've got a pretty full squad. We've got everyone in their place, and Seneschal Varel has been like, hey man, want to go to war? So it looks like all the pieces are almost in place because we still have a couple of things that we've got to do in the journal. So we're going to be heading out and seeing what we can accomplish before we do any of that. So we're going to be running off to Forlorn Cove, and
yes,
that's going to be my squad. That's right. What I want to say about our party while we're here as well, while I'm looking at this screen and while we've got everyone together. It is definitely a mixed bag of characters, and we'll take this as an opportunity to, I guess, talk about the party as a whole. I think what's really kind of interesting and unique about BioWare games is their party dynamics are always very exciting, at the very least, and they give you a varied reaction to each of them. Like, it's not just everyone joins your squad, you're all friends, and you like everyone. Like, there are people that you're kind of like, I don't know if I really like you. There are people that you're kind of at odds with. There are ones that you're sort of begrudgingly working with to achieve similar goals. And Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect have some similar things, but I think Dragon Age has more of a unique way of doing things here, because you have people that you're inducting into, like, the Order of the Grey Wardens, which, you know, it is that order of people that are usually kind of downtrodden scum type of characters that have nothing really going for them. And, you know, Duncan did that to me. I was down in the pits, and he's like, hey man, you've got the heart of gold, but you're also kind of like covered in mud. Let me clean that shiny head of yours, get you up into the Grey Wardens, have a bit of blood in the sippy cup, see how you go. And it's really interesting to see how that expands into, like, all of these other characters that we meet. Is it's like, hey man, want to kill Darkspawn? You got to drink this blood. We might not even like each other, but just like join the club. And it's like it's such a weird thing, and it's kind of great because, you know, there are people that they join your party for a cause, and like with the base game of Dragon Age Origins, you do that, and then people go their separate ways. Some come back, like Ogren's here, and we've met a couple of our, you know, friends from the base game along the way. But then we get some new people, and we make them Grey Wardens. It's just so, like, strange having a whole party that is all Grey Wardens, you know, and it is cool. But it's like, in this group in particular, there's, you know, like, I like this crew. I think the only one that I don't really know, like, who I really like, sort of, I don't really know how to feel about him is Villana. I'm not really sure. Nathaniel, I didn't really like at the very beginning, and I was like, this guy is kind of an ass, but that's because I was going into it with the mentality of knowing who his father is, but he's not his father, and he's actually kind of great. And I like that he's like having those realizations about his family ties. I appreciate him. I think Anders is great off the bat. He's always been great, very humorous and very interesting as a character. So I've always liked Anders since the start, which is good. He's got an interesting story as well. I find it funny that Ogren is the one that comes in from the main group, because you can have people that just probably hated this guy or didn't even like him. But I don't know. There's something about the fact that my character is a dwarf that I love having him in the Grey Warden party, and then that also extends to Sigrun, because I'm like, now we have a trio of dwarves, and it's great. Like, it's so cool. It almost makes me wish that dwarves could be somewhat magically inclined, so that I could have a warrior, rogue, and a mage dwarf together. It's just like, that's all you need, baby. Covered. It'd be so cool. But Sigrun is really cool. The newest, you know, addition to our party as well. And I find it funny that I'm like, if you're a dwarf, you're instantly part of the club. I don't have to go through any abrasive joinings with you. I'm just like, yeah, you're in. I like you. You're cool. And Justice is such an interesting case because he's probably one of the most unique sort of characters we've had join a party before, where he's literally a spirit of the Fade that has been forced into inhabiting a corpse of a previous Grey Warden. and it adds such a interesting dynamic. We are going to go and track down Christoph's wife and see how that plays out, even though I think it's a terrible idea, but it's in the journal, so we will check it out. It really does feel like there was multiple points in this story where I was like, it feels like we could be hit with a Darkspawn companion and I wouldn't have been confused by it. Like, it almost felt like it was gonna make sense to do that. I was like, these Darkspawn are talking, they've got a thing going on, they've got like opposing factions that are like splintering off between the Mother and the Architects. Like, it's getting really interesting seeing they have thoughts and feelings, they're sentient, they're sapient, like things are happening that you can have Darkspawn that are like, wait a minute, maybe I don't want to be a Darkspawn. Maybe I don't want to be part of this crew. And I was really just like, when we met that guy, the first, I was getting big, like, potential party member vibes. I was like, oh shit, we could have this happen. And, you know, it's not that I'm like upset that it didn't happen, but I just like, oh, it feels like a kind of missed opportunity, because that would have been really cool to flip the narrative on its head a little bit, considering the whole sort of Grey Wardens versus, you know, the Archdemon and the Blight and the Darkspawn and all of that stuff. You know, it would make it for a very interesting dialogue, bringing a Darkspawn through town. Just be like, nah, this one's good. He's domesticated. Don't mind him. You know, it would just be really, really interesting from a story and a character perspective. But I do like the crew that we have for the most part. But I think that's kind of what I'm getting at with the Dragon Age Origins parties. Is I don't think that you're really meant to, or that you're not going to love every single character that you have. There are going to be some that you don't gel with, some you don't really get, and there are going to be some that you love and you want to use them all the time. You know, like, it really took a lot to try and get Sten to a point where you're like, cool, this is great, but it is so tough. You have to knock down so many walls to get in there. It's just kind of interesting to see how things will develop with certain characters. Like, you'll click with some immediately and others will take you until the end of the game to be like, you know what, I've come around to you. You're all right. You know, that's my party ramble. I really like it. That's kind of thing. Even if there are things where I'm like, oh, I don't really like this character much, or I'm not really feeling the party at particular points, you know, there's room for development, and I respect it in that nature for, you know, parties to not be just one big happy family where everyone gets along. Like, there's a lot of challenging sort of opinions in here. There's a lot of people that you'll disappoint, gain approval for. It's just a very realistic sort of party, and I've probably said that quite a few times in the base game, but I just wanted to highlight it looking at this party now at this point in Awakening, that it is really great. It's awesome. So I'm going to accept this party. We'll go with Oghren, Sigrun, and Anders, and we will go to Forlorn Cove. And again, we're all just very close. You just see we are bonded. We are bonded. We just love to hang out all close to each other. all very close to each other.
So what does the Legion do when you're not, you know, dying?
I'm not sure. We do that a lot.
You can't do it all hours of the day. There must be some times when you're not out getting killed.
In those hours, we listen to smart-mouth mages ask stupid questions.
I always thought dwarves would be nicer.
I always thought mages would be smarter.
Anders has great banter with the dwarven characters as well, which I really appreciate. It's so much fun. Yeah, you gotta have a party member rant in there. I always gotta make sure I take particular moments to spend minutes talking about something that I'm passionate about, because that's what we do here. We do semi-mini podcast segments in the Let's Play episodes where I'm like, I'm going to talk about this for a second because I like it. Forlorn Cove. Let's see what this place is all about.
Oh. Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself.
You know what I wanted to say before we got into... This is really funny. Before we got pulled into this cutscene, what I wanted to say is, this looks like that location from the Leliana's Song DLC. When, like, at the very end. And I'm pretty sure it's not, like, the same location in, you know, the storyline. Like, because that wouldn't make much sense, but it's the reused location assets, which I think is really funny. I just recognized this immediately. I was like, we were here in Leliana's Song, actually. Wild. Okay, let's have a look. You won't see a sovereign until I see the girl.
Orc, show her.
Orc, show her.
Hand over the gold. Now.
Alright, what if I just casted mass paralysis and we just had a fight? Send the girl first, then I give you the money. Persuade, let's go.
Orc, send her over.
Persuade complete. Alright, see ya.
Money. Now.
Smoke bomb. We're out of here. Nope, that girl was the only thing keeping you alive.
Defend yourselves, men.
You allowed yourself to be persuaded. Sigrun and Ogren approve. Love how satisfying it is to say Sigrun and Ogren together. Fancy a mass paralysis in this trying time? Oh, nice job on pulling them all in as well. Incredible.
I've got a dagger with your name on it!
She just standing there, just being like, yep, we'll just wait this out. I love this guy's name, Tough Bandit. You do be Tough Bandit.
Stand back. I can handle this.
My lady?
Thank you. I thought I was going to die.
See ya. Oh, Mosley the Snake. Not Tough Bandit, eh? Tooth of the Mountain Father. Symbols of Korth the Mountain Father and Avar God adorn this blade. When equipped with the dagger Talon of the Skies, this character gains a bonus to stamina regen. Nice. Alright. Oh no, hang on. Tough Bandit was a different character. I just did not even see that dude's name appear. He died that quickly. That man just ran in and was like, oh, I'm dead. Alright, that's Fallen Cove. That was a massive, huge piece of gameplay right there. Big location. Massive. So much stuff was done in Forlorn Cove. Whew, got overwhelmed with that location. Let's go to the city of Amaranthine because we've got some stuff to do here. We've got to return some lost items. We've got to talk to some people. We got things going on here. Let's check it out. Stefan.
I knew you'd make it back here. Have you sold that thing I gave you? It's not much, but I hope you get a good price for it.
Sure you're not infected with the Darkspawn taint?
No. I feel fine. You don't think I, maybe I should just go.
It's like, no, I'm just breaking out with acne. I'm cool. I'm fine. I'm chill. I got nothing going on here. Got a weird rash in my underpants though.
You're back, eh? What's it like out there? Darkspawn crawling all over?
Yes. I found this trinket. Would like to return it.
Thank the Maker. Mika's been afraid to move from this spot since he lost the stupid thing.
Sorry, couldn't go without Lucky Deerfoot. Thanks for finding it.
And now we're getting away before the Darkspawn arrive. Good luck to you.
Marker. Alright, quest completed. What else we got going on here? I thought there was, yeah, there's the wife, right? The wife. She was understandably upset after Justice explained that Kristoff is dead and that a Fade spirit now inhabits his body. Justice hopes to soothe Aura's pain by visiting with her again at her home. Yep. Yep. Let us go and kick her door down and be like, sup? We brought the guy. You know what? I should probably have him in the party.
Andraste's Nickerweasels!
Andraste's Nickerweasels. Alright, Anders. Alright, I should probably have Justice in the party. That would make sense. Okay. Now let's go find the house. I don't know where it is.
You could have used your influence to help the people of this city. But you're just a common murderer. I've nothing to say to you. I've nothing to say to you.
What the hell?
I've nothing to say to you.
I could have used my influence. Bro, I dealt with the smuggling problem. What the hell? What did I do? What did I do? I murdered the Grey Fox in the street, but I tried to arrest him and he resisted arrest.
I've nothing to say to you.
What the hell? Your cooperation with the city guard has made you an enemy of the smugglers. Aided the Chantry. The fuck? I dealt with the thugs? I donated 50 silvers to the Blight Orphans, god damn it. You know? Jesus. Thanks to you, the smugglers will no longer cause trouble in Amaranthi. I killed apostate mages? Maybe you didn't like me killing apostate mages? The fuck? Alright, Constable Aid. That's, I'm confused. I don't know why that is a thing. Why is that a thing? The hell? Sure. Records. What's over here? Hang on. I haven't seen this before. Records? These records indicate that Darren Lyle moved into a small house outside... Oh, right. This is the long-buried past. Chantry records say Darren Lyle lived in a small house outside the city until his death. His treasure may remain there. Cool. Okay.
Aura, please do not be alarmed. I do not wish to frighten you.
You are the... in my husband's body.
I am a spirit of justice. I meant your husband no harm. I would ease your distress had I the power.
I knew when he left that this could happen. He told me. His father died a Grey Warden too.
Tell me, is there anything I can do for you? Tell me, and I will do it.
Avenge him, spirit. I will wait for his ashes a little longer, if it means that whoever did this to him will pay.
The Darkspawn. Yes, I understand. And she is gone. Did I do the right thing?
Wow. All right. That didn't go as poorly as I was expecting it to go. I just think that, you know, it's a pretty tough gig. Being a spirit, inhabiting the body of, you know, a woman's husband that is dead. Looks like that. Urgent need of skincare. Being like, hello, I'm puppeting your husband's corpse. This is my arrangement. I don't wish to keep bothering you, but here I am, reminding you of your loss. What can I do? You know, I feel like any grieving person in that stage where they've just found out and been met with such a traumatizing event where they're like literally talking to their husband's corpse would probably be like, I never want to see you again. This is just too much. But I guess in the world of Dragon Age, it's like, I accept it. I knew this was going to happen one day. Did I do the right thing? I don't think there is a right thing here. You know? Let's just say I think so. Both of these seem like it's been like, look, man, like, I think so. Like, there's not really... There are no rules.
She loved this man a great deal, and he loved her. I envy what they had. I must think on this more. But another time. Thank you for bringing me here.
Okay, quest completed, codex updated, and Justice approves. Justice visited Aura again later, promising to avenge her husband's death. This pact gave both a measure of peace. Now, there was a scene that I felt like maybe the camera should have been over the other side, because you could see briefly her hand, maybe like going over his face, maybe like a bit of a blessing, maybe a bit of a touching moment. I think the camera should have been switched over to the other side so you could actually see her hand a little bit more, because I was confused about what was going on there until I just glimpsed her hand towards the end of it. But there you go. All right, that do be Justice doing his justice things. There you go. So we went and hung out with Aura for a bit. Don't really know how to feel about it. don't really know how to feel about it. It's pretty crazy. It's a wild situation to be in. Also, I was running around looking for Aura's house. I was like, go find Aura's house, and she lives here in the Chantry, apparently. So we've got some treasure outside. So what does it say for Longburied Past? The treasure may remain there. A small house outside the city. Okay, I guess we're heading out. And we're looking for treasure. Actually, what do you have to say as well?
I guess you can buy anyone with gold. Even Grey Wardens.
Damn, I'm really confused. And you know what? I actually think I might know what it is. Is there was that smuggler guy in here in the in tavern that we spoke to, there was still the quest for the smuggling thing, despite the fact that we had done, you know, the smuggling quest already. It was still there, and I think interacting with that must have triggered some sort of us being on the side of the smugglers, despite our journal saying the opposite.
I guess you can buy
And
anything
now
you
the city
sold.
guard
Even grey.
hate us as a result. So that kind of sucks.
Oh, sorry about that. Why, you ungrateful, backstabbing duster!
Can apologize for that slur now. Sigrun, what's going on?
It's in the past. I don't think...
Name's Misha. I was a merchant until she ruined me. I had her running errands, trying to keep one duster out of trouble. I thought I was doing a good deed. Then, I hear House Bemo's lost a gold statuette of their paragon. Next day, it turns up in my shop.
Hey, free gold trinket. Sigrun?
I tried to say no, but Barat said he'd kill you if I refused. He needed to get rid of it.
House Bemo could have had me executed. You could have spoken up, told them the truth.
And then Barat would have killed me.
Sigrun has paid for her crime.
I'm in the Legion of the Dead now. I'm going to die in the deep roads, Misha.
I have to deliver these skins to the tanner. Need to make a living somehow. Out of my way, Brand.
It's in the past. We should move on, Commander.
Sigrun's roguish past. Sigrun bumped into Misha, an acquaintance from Orzammar. Misha once took Sigrun in, putting the castless thief to work, but Sigrun betrayed Misha in return. Alright, we have a quest. Companion quest. In time, she may wish to talk to you about it.
Did you need something?
Yes, when we go back, we will talk. We will talk about that. Alright, let's go look for some treasure out here, where we are apparently enemies of the city guard. I don't think anything can be done about that, because that was a long time ago when we did anything to do with the smuggling thing, and I will not be reloading. That is just an unfortunate little bug or glitch, I guess.
It has begun.
The Ring of Subtlety. When equipped with the Ring of Severity, we got a bonus to health regen, and we do have that Ring of Severity. I may have put it in the the old chest. Nice, that's that done. So we've got Roguish Past, we've got the Awakening, and then we've got Return to Vigil's Keep. I freed Eileen. Oh yeah, I might have mail. I might have fan mail. And then it's just Armor Smith, unique materials, unique materials, unique materials, unique materials. Pretty good, eh? I think I can make some of this stuff to finish these. Cool. We are pretty much on the road to victory then, and having everything done. So let's head back to Vigil's Keep. This is where we can talk to Sigrun and figure out this companion quest. I can give Wade items if we have them, or go and source them if I don't. And then we can see what happens.
I could light your breath on fire.
That's not the only thing you could light on fire, saucy lady.
Do you ever stop drinking?
Oh, don't you worry about that. It enhances the Ogren experience. I'm like a cherry soaked in brandy, plump, juicy, and full of intoxicating flavor.
My God.
Commander.
Commander, the only message is for me.
Just give me a moment.
Bensley's gratitude. Commander, write to you with a full heart. My beloved Eileen speaks endlessly of your prowess and ample virtues. Please accept these sovereigns in gratitude for your assistance. Sir Edgar Bensley. Accept. Money, baby. Nice. And I will level up. Good stuff. Yep. And yep. Nice. Got it. Alright. Let's head in here. Now I need a...
I'm thinking of Aura, the mortal woman who was wife to Kristoff. I continue to envy their love, but envy is what a demon feels. A desire for something it cannot have.
There's no harm in wanting something beautiful.
I think I understand. You coexist with both great darkness and great beauty. It must be confusing. Yet now I find myself wishing to be more. It is enlightening. Thank you for bringing me to this world.
That's cool. Hey, it was an accident. Thank you for remaining at my side.
Which I shall continue to do, if you allow it. You have proven yourself a friend, Grey Warden. An example of all that is worthy in the mortal world. I am proud of what we will accomplish together.
Nice. 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 Love. I feel like just for some reason all of the characters, they get to a point when it gets in that thing and they just all love you. Except for Oghren. Why doesn't Oghren love me? Can't Oghren love me? God damn it. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. I guess Awakening itself is a bit of a challenging experience because it's an expansion, but it's obviously not as big or as long as the base game. But you're getting new party members, new characters that you've never met before, and they have to give you a bunch of character development and a bunch of story to flesh out these characters without them just being, hey, I'm here, and then it's over. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate because there are obviously characters that you will get first and characters you get later. Like Justice and Sigrun are our final ones that we've added here to this group before we're talking to the Seneschal and we're going to, head to battle. So we haven't had much of a chance to really know these people much, and it's not really a fault of Awakening at all. It's just the fact that it's just the experience of I guess it being an expansion. And they're like, well, we kind of need to make do with the time that we have, to flesh out these people, and hopefully they do it right. Well, let's talk to Sigrun now about her companion quest.
I didn't think I'd ever see Misha again. After all, she's exiled and I'm in the Legion. Maybe the ancestors thought it would be funny to see me get yelled at on the street.
She was too hard on you.
No, she wasn't. It's all true. Misha caught me stealing a leg of nug once, and instead of telling the shopkeeper, she paid for it. She said the castless turned a crime because we have no options. If she could help one castless girl, but I proved that I'm scum. Just as they always said.
You're not the person you used to be.
The Legion changes people. Some change for the better, others for the worse. But all of us change. I know now, having lost many friends, that friendship isn't something to be squandered. Perhaps I could make amends. Misha said something about working for a tanner. I could visit, just to talk.
Okay. We'll go as soon as possible.
Thank you. Well, I should rest. Busy days ahead of us.
Okay. Sigrun felt guilty that Misha was exiled to the surface and became determined to make up for her mistake. Okay. We leave. You?
Yes.
Yes. Of all the foul luck.
Yes.
Alright. Let's get out of here. We back just to leave again,
Why
and then...
did you even want to be a Grey Warden? You thought it would make for great drinking stories?
I can't believe you survived the journey.
You got drunk and made a bet, didn't you?
I bet you I could crush your tiny human skull.
I bet I could drink you under the table.
You're on.
I'd like to see that. And Anders would use some sort of magic to gain the advantage for sure. Amaranthine, I suppose, is where we're going. Back and forth between these two locations. All right, maybe. Let's have a look. Somewhere. You know what my favorite thing to do when the game says somewhere? Hold down tab and have a goddamn look around and see what happens. Hold down tab. Hello? See who pops up. What's this place? Is that even a place? It's a door that I can't unlock. Stairs to the battlements.
What's it take to get that cold heart beating for Ogren?
Not this again.
Come on, don't tell me you wouldn't like to feel hot blood pumping through those dead Legionnaire veins.
Ogren, I don't want to have anything to do with you or the words hot and pumping.
Oh, I'll get through to you, lady. Ogren will just keep ramming up against that armor of yours.
Go away, please. You're embarrassing.
We got any HR in the Grey Wardens? HR? Who's responsible for the Grey Warden code of conduct here? Anyone? Somewhere in the city. Okay, well let's go to the tavern first. Oh yeah, I still haven't gotten up there because there's a bunch of chests and a cage. I remember seeing that cage and I'm like, how do we get there? We still haven't been there yet. I'm not sure if there's like, I think it must be tied to that door that you can't unlock, but if I can't unlock it, then I can't do anything about it. So I don't know. Anyone in here?
You?
Oh, yep,
Going
you're
to
in
get
here.
Me kicked out of Amaranthine too?
I know that nothing I say will make things better, so I want to give you this.
A ring. What is this, a proposal? You're not my type.
It'll fetch a fair price, even on the surface, to help you rebuild your life.
This looks like the crest of House Volney. Stole this off a noble, did you?
Volney? Was that Varlin's ring? You can't give that away.
My weapons belong to the Legion or the Grey Wardens. It's the only thing I have left. Varlin was supposed to give up everything he owned anyway. It's better this way.
This will go a long way. I could start another business. You've done right, Sigrun.
Hang on. There was another option that I wanted to see at, because we can get her to keep the ring, and then we'll be like, I'll give gold instead. We could just, I wanted to do it different. Let me see if I can, because I didn't know if we were going to have multiple dialogue options, but it looks like that was only the one, because I was hoping to check out the other one. So I'm actually just going to go back for that. Don't mind me. Right, let's do this again, but to offer for her to keep the ring and pay the gold instead.
You? Going to get me kicked out of Amaranthine too?
I know that nothing I say will...
A ring.
It...
This looks like the crest of House Volney. Stole this off a noble, did you?
Okay. Keep the ring. I'll give Misha some gold.
How much are we talking? I reckon this thing's worth at least 20 sovereigns.
Persuade, it's old, it's only worth 15. Yes, okay. I'll start a whole entire business with my 15 sovereigns. Fine, keep the blasted ring. Oh wow, you can see then take 30. Interesting. You can give even more to make the gesture of goodwill even stronger on Sigrun's behalf. I'm in a generous mood today. I am but a generous dwarf.
You've a true friend here, Sigrun. Try not to ruin it. And here's your ring. It must be important to you.
It is. Thank you, Misha.
This will go a long way. I could start another business. You've done right, Sigrun.
Grunts happily. Yeah, see, there's approval here. There wasn't approval last time. Because I was a bit confused when it ended and there was like no approval for completing the quest. I'm like, strange. All right, nice. +6 for we spent 30 sovereigns for +6 approval. Sigrun apologized to Misha and gave her a ring, her only valuable possession, but Mapo recognized that the ring had great sentimental value to Sigrun and compensated Misha instead. Misha said she'd try to forgive her old friend. Perfect. That's a better outcome. Love. I'm earning the love of all of my companions, baby. Except for Ogren. Because all Ogren loves is alcohol, and the thrill of the chase. All right, that's that done and dusted. And then I'll level up this again, as gained my level once again. And now, with the companion quest done, guess what? We're going back to Vigil's Keep again because this journal looking mighty empty. Let's head back.
I need to thank you for letting me join the Grey Wardens, for showing me the surface. But I hope you don't think I've abandoned the Legion.
You're just fighting Darkspawn on the surface. You're just doing extracurricular Legion duties. I know you haven't abandoned the Legion.
In Dusttown, my word meant nothing to anyone. Then I joined the Legion and took a vow to protect Orzammar. That's worth something. For once, I'm worth something, and I must honor that, even if it means I'll die.
Okay. That won't happen for a long time.
That's what worries me, Commander. In the Legion, death looms over us constantly. Like a dirty uncle. Here, death seems distant when the surface is safe. I'm going back to the deep roads. For a warden's last walk. For the calling.
It's such a serious, she's on such a serious topic. That just threw me. All right. I mean, it makes sense. But don't you want to live? Clearly not. You can't. It's not your time yet.
You can't make that choice for me, Commander. Each warden decides when she is ready, doesn't she?
That's true.
I finally understand what Varlin meant. I never accepted my sentence. Raging against it only caused me pain. Now that I've been granted a reprieve, now that I have a choice, I know what I must do.
Okay. Very well. It is your right.
But the Darkspawn still threaten the surface, and that is my first concern.
Alright. No worries. Alright. I'm going to take things that I need out of my inventory. What were those things? What are those things that I need? I've got the cat gut in here, don't I? Blood lotus. Ah, it'll be in here, isn't it? Yeah, cat gut. Hauntwood. Alright, I need to get all my stuff together for Wade to craft all those things, and then we'll talk to the Seneschal. Alright, we're about to finish our great journey of making runes. So I've got my Grandmaster Flame and Lightning rune now, because I maxed out the rune crafting with Sigrun. We do, unfortunately, have a problem, is in this thing, and it is a problem that we can fix. We need a Master Lyrium potion, which needs Mastered Herbalism, and we don't have that unlocked. But what is really cool is a manual of focus exists. So I was running through everyone's inventory looking for what I needed to put everything together. Haren also sells the Guardian specialization for the warrior as well. So I've bought that. We've got the manual of focus, which we're going to use on Valana specifically to reset her to level 1. 101 attributes. So it resets everything, and this is purely to get Master Herbalism. So I think she was Keeper, Spirit Healer, and we went with Shapeshifter. So we went with those 3. I don't know what her stats were before. You know what, it would have been smart? Probably knowing what... probably checking what her stats were before, so I didn't have to mess with it. But look, at least we know that these need to be high up there, so we're going to put those high up there. I'm going to give you some Constitution. Some Dexterity might be nice. Maybe a little bit of Cunning in there. But let's just max that out. I forgot what her attributes were. Fuck it. Master Herbalism. There you go. So that's good. And that, we'll max that out. We'll also give you some combat training as well. Cool. Let's max that out. Let's max that out. Let's max that out. This is so strange. to like fully redo all of the things, but I mean, fuck it. I believe you had those and you had those. I don't think you had any of those. And I think you had these as well. But I'm like, do you need those? Not really. I could give you some other cool things. You could have the flame stuff or the lightning stuff instead. Let's give you flame stuff. You can have flame stuff. We'll change it up a bit. And then let's give you all of the glyphs as well. There you go. Max out some trees. And all we were doing that for is specifically so we could have Master Herbalism. So now we can make the Master Lyrium Potion. And I think we have all of the items we need.
You're the first elf I've ever known. Do you feel honored?
Why would I feel honored?
Your actions will influence my opinions of your race. Forever.
Thank you. I needed more anxiety.
Amazing. Okay, I think I have all the items for Wade. With that in mind.
Yes, Commander?
Yes, is this everything you need for the Dragonbone sword?
Yes, we can begin. So momentous. Where to begin? What type of blade would you like?
Okay, who's using two-handed? Well, I mean, Ogren's using a two-handed axe at the moment. We could give him a two-handed greatsword. And Justice is a sword and a shield. Let's go for a two-handed greatsword, because maybe Ogren could have something cool to take into the final fight.
The blade, its balance. Your thoughts?
Raw power and unstoppable swing for Ogren.
Certainly, Commander.
This is for Ogren.
Forging itself, I have Famari enchanted materials aplenty, and the bone is very receptive.
Okay. Sharp as sharp can be. Defense, effortless to swing. Sharp as sharp can be.
Now, let me commence.
Let me commence.
Look at it. It's my finest work. Use it well.
I have a feeling he's going to say finest work quite a lot. Okay, it's called Vigilance. +1 to all attributes, a melee critical chance, armor penetration, attack, critical backstab damage, and fire damage. Once in a dozen generations, a truly legendary weapon is forged. This blade, created in a time of war from the bones of an ancient dragon, stings with power. So this is going to be, potentially, for Ogren, if he wishes it so. Let's have a look. Ogren, what do you currently have? Oh, Valana needs to have this on because she had unequipped weapons because they lost their ability to wield certain things. Love that. Okay. Ogren, let's compare the two. Compare the pair. This does more damage. This has a lower critical chance. More armor penetration. So that's a +5 damage, and you've also... Oh, I mean, you've already got runes on it that we can take off. Spell resistance +10 to attack. There's some cool things in here. I think we'll give him the sword, and we'll put the runes on there. That'll be fun. All right, Master Wade.
Yes, Commander?
I brought your supplies for the golem shell armor.
Then stand back. A good bit back.
A good bit.
Says sometimes I get overly excited with my hammer. I did what I could with this.
Oh.
But I'm not happy with it. Not one bit. If you must wear it, please don't say I made it.
Okay, he's not happy with it. Okay, it's not his finest work. Golem shell armor, 8 strength, 8 constitution, 2 armor, fire resistance, physical resistance. The Master Armorer Wade fashioned this suit from a segment of an Inferno Golem's armor. Ogren once again. Let's compare. Fire resistance. Oh, you are putting this bad boy on, and we need to put some runes in here. What this does, unfortunately, is this ruins the set piece bonus for Harol's defense, however, so spells and talents no longer will cost less to activate. So we're just gearing up Ogren at this point with all of this stuff.
Yes, Commander?
Of everything you need for the Heartwood.
Marvelous. Oh, happy, happy day. So what should we make? A deadly bow? A stout shield?
Oh, we give the shield to Justice and a bow to Nathaniel. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that, like, here's the thing. My end party is probably going to be Ogren. And then a mage, which is probably going to be Anders. And then either, I'm thinking Sigrun or Justice. So, and if I give a bow, it'll go to Nathaniel. And if I do a shield, it'll go to Justice. Let's do the shield for Justice.
Of course, now over there. Make sure Haren doesn't interrupt with me.
So we'll probably run an Ogren, Justice, Anders setup.
What a marvelous wood. Here you go. Now leave before I tear up.
Okay. Heartwood shield. Shield made from the heartwood of a mighty Sylvan. So we've got 15 defense, nature resistance, avoiding missile attacks, physical resistance, and absorbing damage. Let's put Justice in the party.
The thorns of the Sylvans.
By the thorns of the Sylvans. And let's compare it to the Bulwark of the True King. Same level of defense and fatigue, better missile deflection. Okay, so that's 3 constitution, 3 defense, 1 armor, absorbs damage. Nice. We'll upgrade you to the Heartwood shield. You're running the Sentinel gear. Nice. You've got the Lamented Dragonbone, which is a mace, which we also need to put some runes on, which we haven't done that yet. And we'll see if that's the weapon that we'll have you run in with. But there you go. That's those quests completed. It's literally just this. The Awakening. We've done it. I do love cleaning out the journal. Very satisfying. All right. Let's jump on in here. Let's do some final adjustments to everything here. So let's see. Who needs to level up? I think what we can do with Justice is I kept Justice specialization because I was thinking Guardian would be good here. And we've unlocked it. So many warriors foolishly believe they can control the tide of a battle on their own, but a Guardian realizes that allies' survival is as important as an enemy's death. They prefer to protect party members directly, but if necessary, they are prepared to make personal sacrifices in order to ensure that their companions live. So we'll give that. Okay. Let's give you combat tactics and talents. Let's have a look at the Guardian. So the Guardian, dedicated to protecting allies, builds a shield around a party member that absorbs an amount of damage based on the Guardian's Constitution attribute. It's not bad, but it's not great. Sure. Master Guardian increases the strength of the shield. Fortifying Presence. The Guardian sheaths the entire party in mystical protection, granting each member a temporary bonus to armor, with strength and duration both dependent on the Guardian's Constitution attribute. So it's Constitution heavy. This Guardian has committed to life as a true defender. Guardian shields now absorb more damage. Fortifying Presence grants a greater armor bonus. Aura of the Stalwart Defender. Oh, I like that it's called Aura because Kristoff's wife is Aura. See, it's so fitting for Justice to be a Guardian. I like giving specializations that fit with the character themselves, you know what I mean? While this mode is active, the Guardian makes a personal sacrifice in order to preserve allies, creating a field that pulls a foe back toward the Guardian if it tries to leave the field unless the enemy passes a physical resistance check. This mode can only be activated during combat. All right, let's give you that. Probably won't have the chance to use all of our required things, but everyone, it's been a blast. Okay, at this point in time, everything is going to go into the box that we are not going to use. And then we're going to sell the rest of whatever doesn't fit. Just trying to decrease the size of my inventory. 883 sovereigns is ridiculous. So there's almost even no point selling some stuff, but we can buy some runes. We can do
May I be of service?
enchantment.
Of course.
So let's have a look. Vigilance needs some things. And we're probably going to take some runes off. So on Frenzy, we're going to take those off because you're not using Frenzy anymore. You're going to be using a different thing. keep that on. I'll keep that on. Keep that on. So vigilance, we will put on the paralyzed rune. Even more damage. Oh, actually, hold on. It's the masterpiece flame rune for even more flame damage. Why don't we just make it flamey as hell? Because this already has flame damage on it with a chance of paralysis. Ogren. Vigilance. Nice. And then I don't really have good armor runes. We have good ones of those. We've got like novice ones. I think you can go through the process of yeah, what is it? So chance to avoid missile attacks. These are good resistances. Willpower. So the immunity runes. So I could go through the process of doing immunity rune tracing as well, I think. Something that's really funny about these rune tracing things is sometimes the ambassador's selling them, and then sometimes Uriah is selling them as well. So it's like, why are you selling the rune tracings? Where are they? You sell the Grand Master. Masterpiece slow rune. Just buy a couple of these, baby, because I might craft some things. I'll prepare ourselves with some runes, and then we're good to go. Okay, I basically never want to look at the rune tracing menu ever again, because it takes just so many. We've spent many a sovereign to craft some things, essentially, and what that has meant is we've given some resistances and some runes to Anders, which is good. Ogren has some stuff on his Golem Shell Armor and also on Vigilance, which is great. It's going to do a lot of fire damage. Justice, we got some stuff on the Lamented. Oh, crap. Hang on. Armor of the Sentinel. I think I just...
May I be of service?
I sold all of my runes at the end because I thought that I was finished.
Of course.
I swear I didn't see Justice's armor in this list. Oh, no, it's right there. I sold all my runes because I thought I was done. Never mind. Look, we're already goddamn capable to take on this final fight. I just thought I would experiment with the rune tracing stuff at the end. Justice is fine. Let's go. It's the moment we've been waiting for in Awakening. Time to talk to Seneschal, and we will proceed.
Commander, many of the lords have gathered.
It is time.
The Darkspawn have fielded armies, and the nobles want to know how you will protect them. Shall I assemble them, or do you need more time to strategize?
It is time. Assemble the men. We're going to war.
I will send messengers at once.
All right.
We've waited enough. Those who are late will just have to be filled in.
Lord Edelbrecht, this is the commander of the Greys Council, not yours.
I am fearful for the villagers on the plains. There's a Darkspawn army in the field, and with the soldiers returning to the vigil.
The enemy is out of hiding. We must find them and strike.
This is no...
Commander! Commander!
What is it, girl?
A Darkspawn army is within sight of Amaranthine.
Make her protect us. They're attacking the city?
Amaranthine has been undermanned for weeks. She may not last long.
Our forces cannot move quickly enough, but a small band might make it in time.
But that's suicide.
Suicide?
Try.
Ah, yes. Classic BioWare dropping the suicide mission. Love it. That would be me then. It's never done here. I'll go, but who will defend the vigil is an important one to ask.
Fighting a horde of Darkspawn with almost certain death awaiting? Don't even think of leaving me here, Captain.
Who do you want to take with you, Commander?
Sigrun's like, don't even think of not taking me with you. And I'm like, I've kind of prepared my party already. I'm going to take Ogren, Justice, and Anders. But then it's like, I won't deny Sigrun's request. I have not equipped or prepped Sigrun at all. Who do I want to take with you? Sigrun, I'm sorry, but you can defend the keep. I'm gonna need a rogue in the keep with Nathaniel. My good friend Ogren.
That's me. It's just one measly darkspawn army. I got your back.
Who else will you bring?
The mage, Anders.
And here I thought I'd retire to the country with a plump wife and several nubile mistresses. I suppose it'll have to wait.
Who else will you bring?
Because the way that I'm seeing this, right, is this allows rogues and a mage to be at the keep still, and I am bringing the 2 warriors, but I think we'll be okay. So it'll be Nathaniel, Valana, and Sigrun. You know what? Let's bring Sigrun. I changed my mind. We'll leave Justice here at Vigil's Keep with Nathaniel and Valana.
I'm already dead. I've nothing to lose.
And so it is decided.
That's funny saying that in front of Kristoff.
Doubts of you, they are erased. Fight nobly, and if you die, die with honor.
My family built that city over generations. Don't let it fall.
May the wind be ever at your back, Commander.
The rest of us will stay here. Make her protect you and hold you close, Commander.
Wakanda forever. I don't know. I'm a bit concerned now. What's going to happen? Well, hopefully it all turns out for the best, he says while playing a BioWare game. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Oh, look at the grub children running on their stilts. There is just standing there, menacingly. I just love that the focus, just the no one's talking. Everywhere our group's just staring. All right, let's go to war. Goes to all the effort to outfit Justice for battle, and then we just change our mind and leave Justice behind. Good stuff. Justice is needed at Vigil's Keep.
I shall do it.
Please, Grey Warden, save my family. My family's in the city.
Please calm yourselves while I speak to the Warden Commander. Warden Commander, I am glad you arrived when you did, but I fear there is little that can be done now.
What happened?
A couple of nights ago, a swarm of gruesome creatures emerged.
A couple of nights ago?
They spread pestilence and destroyed everything they touched. Then at dawn, the other Darkspawn attacked. Warden Commander, it's too late. Amaranthine is lost.
Wow, okay. Jesus, snap out of it, man. People still live.
The buildings might remain, but there will be few survivors so long after those creatures appeared. Their corruption is so virulent. At least a quarter of the city succumbed within the first day.
Constable, there is a Darkspawn approaching, alone.
Ooh. Archers, take him down!
Peace. Do not be killing. Only talk. Architect has a message for Grey Warden.
What message?
The Mother's army. It marches to Vigil's Keep. She attacks now. The Architect, he sends me to warn you. You must save the Keep, then finish the Mother in her lair.
God, this is so crazy what we're playing when you think about it, because it's literally just like we have the Architect versus the Mother, and they're playing at each other and then using us to be like, hey, you gotta go do this. And it feels like, yeah, we'll go save the Keep, and then the Architect will go and move in and take over Amaranthine. I don't know, there's just like so many... The Darkspawn are playing some chess moves over here, big time. Why were you sent to warn us?
The Architect wishes to have the Grey Warden's trust. He does not wish to see the Mother succeed.
If we leave now, we may be able to make it back to the Vigil in time to save it.
And what about the Darkspawn here?
Soon, they will go to Vigil's keep as well. The Mother, she wants the keep destroyed utterly.
The Darkspawn has a point. We cannot leave with this other army hot on our heels. The Constable says the city is lost. I say we destroy it, burn it, and all the Darkspawn within.
Wow. So we sacrifice the entire city and the army within it of Darkspawn, and then march on to the keep to save that. I'm no city planner, but sure.
You can't be considering this! Burning a city that has stood for generations? Trade will collapse without Amaranthine.
Oh, wake up, boy. You're talking about stone and mortar. You want to destroy the Wardens for a bunch of rocks?
This is wrong. And if there's even one innocent person in there, we can't just...
Persuade, what about the keep? You want to abandon the people there?
You're right. Amaranthine is just... It's just a shell now. No one lives. The Constable said so himself.
If you will not go to the aid of these people, send me. I will enter the city alone.
God damn, Sigrun. No, we need you. We have bigger battles to fight.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn, Commander. I will do as you say.
Then Amaranthine will burn. Maker, forgive us for what we are about to do.
Just a bit of cheeky city remodeling, you know? Just renovations. Temporary construction work, you know? This will be remembered. Ah, yes. A couple of big boy arrows should do the trick of burning the whole city down. Yes. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey look, there's a survivor. Hey look, we just burned that human alive. Oh god. Whoa! I've never seen an ogre in a suit of armor before. We may have killed some innocents. Look, Constable Aiden lied. We just got swindled into destroying the city.
I knew we could count on you.
You're here? You didn't abandon me after all.
You have returned. I did not think you would.
Surprise.
So rare that someone's glad to see me. I think I'll bask in this for a while.
I don't know how you got here in time, but Andraste's blood, we could use your help. A few days after you left for Amaranthine, we spotted the Darkspawn. A whole army. The walls have been bloodied, but the worst is yet to come.
We did strengthen the walls. We prepped all the soldiers. Like, we did as much as we could, I'm pretty sure, in terms of, like, making everyone good, in terms of weaponry and our defenses and everything like that. I'm still stressed, though. And it's really funny, the pacing of this, because naturally we have to think about the fact that, yes, it is, like, days of travel back and forth, but for me, it's been a few minutes, so it's, like, it's very jarring to have to put myself in the boots of my character and be like, okay, it's been days, remember that, because I'm just like, I was here 30 seconds ago. City lies in flames to bring me here. All right. Are the preparations and repairs complete?
Aye, Commander. There will be no ogres bursting through your walls anytime soon.
Master Wade has been working night and day, sir. Your men are properly geared.
Okay, what men do I have in reserve? I spread them mighty thin.
The men I brought for the War Council are still assembled here. We have not forgotten what you have done for us and our people.
I'm not a half-bad shot with a bow. I'll be on the tower. If you want me to harass any particular Darkspawn, just point them out.
Darkspawn by the scores and a handful of stone is all that separates us. Feels like home. With the lyrium sands you gave me, I cooked up some real surprises for the catapult.
Nice.
Holler if you want a whole mess of beasties to meet their maker.
City lies in flames to bring me here. Let's make it count.
Amaranthine.
Mm-hmm.
Burned?
The city was already sacked. The survivors diseased. Or worse.
That feels like a lie. That man totally just was like, yeah, they were all diseased. Burn them. As they're literally screaming, like, with their opportunities to get out of the city. I can't believe it. We're ready. Take your positions. It's a shame that and it makes sense. Like, you're not going to be able to save everything when you're being attacked by multiple directions with an army. You can't just realistically go, yeah, let's march for 3 days here, wipe them out, and spend all the time doing that, and then march 3 days over here and go here and wipe them out, because everything's being attacked at the same time. It's this very, like, desperate situation that it's like you are going to lose some things, which you have to accept. It's just a matter of, like, the tough choices on what are you saving, what are you sacrificing.
As you command. Scouts report the Darkspawn are advancing on the walls.
I will fight with you, Commander. My scouts will let us know where the fight is fiercest.
Okay. Well, I guess, well...
Nug pellets.
Nug pellets?
Yes.
Well, I guess now I'll change to my original party that I wanted. And we'll put Justice in. I was wondering if there was going to be a similar thing that happened in Origins in the base game where you switch to the other people that you left behind, because there was that sequence where we had our other party members fighting. But that didn't happen.
Commander has arrived. The mother will be most pleased with our herald. We break this keep. We break the wardens.
Dude.
We leave only ash.
Helm's Deep moment. Let's go. Those armored ogres are insane. I ain't never seen something like that before. Okay, everyone approves. Everyone? Look at that. That's a full stack almost. Okay.
We'll have your guts, goddess, darkspawn beasts!
We shall be victorious!
Okay.
We shall be victorious!
You said this way, I'm here. This way?
They've broken through the front gate!
Oh, hang on. Militia, knights, and infantry. Dworkin the Mad will bombard any area the Warden Commander orders, friendly fire possible. Archer, skilled archer in a high perch, waits the Warden Commander's choice of target. The Arling's commoners are comfortable with bows, but cannot stand as long as professional soldiers in melee combat. The Knights of Amaranthine are elite warriors, each the product of a lifetime of individual training. The Vigil's infantry are competent professional soldiers sworn to defend the Arling of Amaranthine. Okay, so we're back in a similar setting of, like, you know what I mean? Back in that similar sort of dedicating everybody to their situations where you'd be like, here, reinforcements, fight! So apparently no ogres are getting through our walls, but those big boys do look quite threatening. Oh, he throwing bombs down. Are the bombs still coming? They are still going. God damn.
Very well.
Jesus, Dworkin be bombing that place for like 20 minutes.
What's that smell?
I'm on it.
Let's bring in some knights. Oh, I can't. They're like grayed out. Oh, wait a minute. The militia and the knights are currently grayed out. It's only the infantry I can call in here. All right, we're calling them in. I pressed the button. I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere. Oh, damn.
Bell, coming right up.
Oh, this quick bar is a mess. Nobody pay attention to it, please. It's like when you're just neglecting the laundry and it keeps going from like your bed to your chair to your bed every day. Just don't look at it, okay? And then it doesn't exist. When will it end?
Very well. Our skill has won the day.
Nice.
The children are attacking the east wall. Commander, we must aid them.
Such a weird sentence.
More of the beings ahead.
Jesus, the overwhelmed like hatchlings just eating them. Oh my god. I'm calling in the knights. Oh, hang on. It didn't call in the infantry last time. I clicked on it, but it didn't work. Okay. That's why no one appeared. Well, I'm calling in the knights. God, there's just so many, like, it's just playing the same sound effects of the hatchlings over and over. It's driving me crazy. I'm just gonna, like, do this for a bit. That didn't change anything. that changed. Oh, because I have to click, hang on. Is it not saving? It did save. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna bump that up, and I'm just gonna take the volume down manually in my recording software. And we're gonna make that a little bit quieter because holy shit. Our codex updated. Creatures, the children. Upon gorging itself again, the chowder transforms further, developing spindly limbs tipped with spikes that skewer prey. Look at these alphas. Thanks, I hate it. Thank you for freezing me once again, Anders. You do the best when you do Cone of Cold. You are great. Jesus Christ.
The front gates may need us, Commander.
To the front gates. Oh, nice. So that archer is like an insta-kill shot. That's cool. I'm just gonna let everybody's stuff regen. I'm just letting all our stuff. I'm just catching our breath, man. Catching our breath. Oh. Oh. Come on, Varel.
Hold together, men! Andraste's blood, hold! On me, for the Wardens, for Amaranthine!
To war! Oh, God. Oh, shit. He just got absolutely impaled by a goddamn ogre. It's not even an armored one. After all of that. Where are the armored ogres at? I was getting excited. Oh shit, we got shrieks coming in. Oh, my game is gonna crash. That is so annoying! I hate when a game crashes in the middle of combat. God damn it. Alright, watch Seneschal Varel get wrecked by the ogre. Yep, he definitely... Oh, he's not dead. He's just struggling to get up. Oh no, he's dying. Fight them with everything you've got. He looks like he's struggling to get up, but he might still be alive. He's good. He's just... He needs some milk. Nice. God, Seneschal Varel is screaming in pain, dude. That man is screeching. His voice line putting in work. That whole fight, he's just going... I must crawl to my own pool of blood.
Come on.
I got health potions, bro. It's cool.
Did we win?
Never doubted me for a second. Jesus, me basked in the holy light of Lord Andraste. Yes! Hold on, Varel. Healer! Healer! Damn. Healing only works in gameplay, not in story.
I'm a dead man. It has been an honor, sir. Fight them with everything you have.
I am the holy Lord Mapo Dwarf. Rest easy, soldier. You will not be forgotten. Oh.
He's dead, Commander.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, you were late. God damn it.
Can you fools do nothing right? The walls still stand.
We made him out of tough stuff.
Send in the ogre, but the Warden Commander, leave for me.
They're deploying the Hulk. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's so sick. It's like an Urukai on jacked up steroids.
We have mere moments before the battle resumes.
Mere moments?
Says Commander, just ask.
Ooh, a superb. And you're selling them for so cheap. Master health poultice recipe. I'll buy a few of those. I ain't never seen superb ones in my life. Probably not really gonna utilize them. That's good. Anders can do with a level up. Let's just put those points into magic, baby. Yes. 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 Alright, how we doing, team? We doing good?
Here they come!
Oh, what the? Here they come! Oh, this is so cool. Fight them! Anders, you give us a field of paralysis, please. Just pop one of those bad boys down. Just pop it for whoever's coming through. Thank you.
I shall do it.
Take the battle to them.
What's that smell?
I can't see shit.
Shall be done.
Actually, what if... Pull them all back. Pull them all back. We got you. Drink one of these. And then if you just drop one of these bad boys right on the entrance, that'd be pretty sick. Friendly fire possible on those Templars, unfortunately, but... Drop a blizzard right at the gates, dude. Oh, you got interrupted? Never mind. Try again. Drop a blizzard right on the gates, boy. Blizzard at the gates! Ah!
The courtyard is overrun.
Oh. Alright, we'll just keep that courtyard nice and cool. Shit. That's fine. Keeping it cold, baby. Okay. Love it. Everybody to the courtyard, apparently. Alright, now we're in the courtyard. What is this guy? There we go. Where are you running? Did he just... Was his ability called Wonderwall? God damn. Check these disciples out. They're crazy. They're like battle mages, I think. Oh! There it is. Armored Ogre Alpha. All right, let's pull out some moves here. So if we do Twin Strikes, Low Blow, and then get goddamn flurried, unending flurry. Where are you? You're in here. That's interesting. You're good. You're good. You're good. Oh, justice! Yes. Yeah, dude. Armored Ogre. Incredible. Okay. The Darkspawn scavenge their armor from the deep roads, from lost tides, and from battlefields where vast armies once clashed. Typically, only Hurlocks, Shrieks, and Genlocks wear any such protection, ogres being far too large for conventional armor. But occasionally the Legion encounters ogres wearing crude patchworks of breastplates and shields threaded together with rope and wire. While better than nothing, there are many vulnerable gaps in the assemblage. Thank the ancestors that the Darkspawn and their ghouls make such lousy craftsmen. God damn. And this music in this fight sequence is incredible. I love it. You got the epic choir coming in while it's happening. These knights are doing such a great job as well, holding the line. Oh damn. How are we all doing? Captain Garwell, let's go. Captain, oh, the Herald. Hello. Goddamn named Darkspawn over here. Hello. He's resisting all of my stuff. Kill him. Yeah, get combo attacked. Let's go. You got knocked over. Get decapitated. Hell yeah. Got him.
We've won. The price was dear, but the vigil holds. Veril would be proud.
We did it. The battle is won, but the mother is still out there.
Captain, Commander, I've news. We know where the Darkspawn came from. Their retreat left a trail even the greenest of recruits could follow.
Nice. What are our options?
The army has taken heavy losses. Dead, wounded. It will be some time before they can mobilize again.
The commander has the right of it. Every day you wait is another day of broodmothers spawning new evil.
Send me alone. I'll take them on my own. If the army can't do it, the wardens will have to.
We've seen you in action, Commander. You and your companions are an army all on your own.
Off we go then. No complaints from anybody. They're like, yep, go. Depths of Depravity. Wow. You've uncovered the location of the mother's lair. It's time to put an end to her mad schemes. Okay, so we're doing the mother first, but I'm assuming that there's also going to be a follow-up with the architect, right? You'd have to take on the architect as well.
I should certainly hope not.
I just wondered what relation there is between spirits and demons. Demons are a worry to any mage.
I do not know what makes demons as they are. Such evil angers me, but I do not understand it.
Well, I hope you never come to understand.
I as well, mage. More than you could possibly know.
I as well, mage. Helm of Dragon's Peak. This helm bears the colors of the Dragon's Peak Banorn. It once belonged to a guard ordered to stand watch at Ostagar's Tower of Ashal. No one knows what became of him. And the barbed fists. The gauntlets are decorated with sharp spikes. Nice. And the herald. Blessing of the Divine. Divine Justinia II gave these enchanted rings to her Templars to aid in the Chantry's work. When equipped with the Mark of the Divine, the character gains a bonus to health regen. Nice. I'm liking these ring bonuses. What's going down here? Okay. So it looks like we're moving to take care of the mother. But yeah, I assume that means that the architect will come next, because we wouldn't be leaving just one of them around.
We shall be victorious.
Messenger. Okay, nothing. Oh, that's the messenger from Amaranthine.
I'm here to serve, Commander.
Okay.
Very well, Commander.
No comments on the battle then.
Anathara.
Anathara.
When do we get going? Darkspawn don't kill themselves, you know.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
Okay. Well, I guess it's off to war. In that case, who would like to wear the Helm of Dragon's Peak? I cannot wear it because I am not strong enough. Ogren, do you want more strength instead of constitution? What does it look like? Oh, that's cool. We can see your face. I'll take it. You've got the Sentinel set, so that's fine. Because we already lost the set bonus for that, for Ogren's armor anyway. Awesome. Let us move to our next destination. I will keep my same group. Alrighty.
You speak often of bodily functions.
Not half as often as they happen.
But why this preoccupation? I have a mortal body, yet it provides me no such amusement.
You have a dead mortal body. Try a living one sometime, then we'll talk.
Possess a living host? I would never.
Tough break. Enjoy the corpse love.
We are headed to the lair of the mother. Deep within the hills that border the Faraval Plains is an ancient graveyard where dragons once came to die. A younger generation of the winged beasts has turned the region dangerous yet again. Damn, so Vigil's Keep was not the final battle or the final stand, but it was like the precursor to actually going out and taking on one of the Darkspawn leaders. And I was going to say this as well because I was going to wait and see how it would go and how things would play out, because I was definitely very curious about how they were going to wrap up some certain elements, because I was like, the Mother and the Architect are still out there, and if this is going to be the final battle, what's going to happen? How are we going to deal with them? So it is cool to know that we are going to be tackling them directly and going them, and it wasn't the final battle. God, this music is intense. The Dragonbone Wastes.
Technically. How does everything work? How do you grip your sword, for example?
I do not know. I just do. Magic, I suppose.
And, everything works? Everything's intact? All the plumbing?
You are alluding to something. I know not what.
Oh, come on!
It's like, I don't know what any of this means. The music is good, but and a bit creepy, actually. It is creepy, to say the least. It's a bit all over the place. Look at this place, though. This looks insane. What a cool location. Oh, wow. And they're fighting against each other. I guess the Architect's Darkspawn is here, too. So weird. I would no longer like to fight hatchlings. I wonder if that means the Architect and the Mother are both going to be in the same place. And the Architect's Darkspawn have also come here. The Fade Walker. A mage of the Antivan Circle who liked to travel the Fade as a hobby once forgot to inform the Templars that she would be absent from her body for 3 whole days. They mistakenly buried her alive. Another mage claimed her shoes. God, that is not a good way to go. That is not a good way to go. Anders, would you like to have this instead? That seems better for you, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe we should just let them be at war with each other and just walk on through. You guys can fight each other. I'm gonna go read this note real quick. Drake's Fall. They can fight. We'll read the codex. Legends speak of a place where dragons go to die. In the far south, in the lands of the barbarian tribes, it is said that a dragon at the end of her days lies down and allows the bitter cold to take her. It is not just a legend. I have seen Drake's Fall with my own eyes, the ancient bones of these grand beasts piled atop one another. I felt the power that suffused this place and knew the Imperium would claim it. We built a city on the bones. We delved deep into the earth, collecting what remained of the primordial dragons who were so like our old gods. With these bones, we created staves for our magisters, armor for our warriors, and crowns for our archons. We fashioned phylacteries to hold our blood, and sarcophagi to hold our bodies, and prayed they would make us immortal. God damn. We only need one more in culture and history. We may get it here, we might have missed it, but I do want to say, genuinely, we have not done too bad on the codex entries, because there's many that are completely missable. So I don't think we've done too bad there with the collections of the codex pieces. So guys, coming through. Hold on a sec. Good luck with all the fighting. We're going this way. Okay, everybody, we got a dragon. New dragon just dropped. And it resisted being paralyzed. Surprise, surprise. I'm being eaten by a grub. Oh shit, man. I was really not expecting a dragon fight today. Anders, nice work. That was quick thinking, buddy. Oh, the hatchlings are also attacking the dragon, which is kind of great. That's amazing. Who just died? My character just died. Rip. Oops. I cannot believe my character died. Unbelievable. Get up! Not looking good, Chief. What are you doing? You're just kind of chilling? I'm gonna cast the blizzard on like the back end here, so it just gets you. And we're going to attack you from the front. God damn, I can't even see the health bar. Oh, Justice is being munched on. Justice is dead. Oh shit, okay, the Armored Ogre is here. What if the Armored Ogre fights the Armored Ogre might go and fight the dragon. Yep, it's going to fight the dragon, dude. Oh, let's just watch this play out. Oh my god, the ogre is fighting the dragon. This is hilarious. Dude, the ogre's gonna win as well because we've done all the job, which is hilarious. Dude, AI behavior is wild. Seeing them actually, like, fight each other is just so crazy to me. What is happening? My character's... Oh, Ogren's doing a death blow. Nice. Ogren didn't want to let the ogre take the credit for that kill. Oh, dude. Just the shenanigans right now is blowing me away. This is just hilarious. Ogre rocks up to fight the dragon. Ogren's like, nope, I'm not letting you take this dragon. This is my kill, you nug licker. And then went and took down the Armored Ogre as well. What a fight. Oh, Blackblade gloves. The Blackblade assassins disbanded after Darren Blackblade's lover poisoned him for forgetting her birthday. When equipped with the Blackblade tunic, boots, and helm, the character gains a bonus to armor, and the character's spells or talents cost less to activate. Nice. My god. Alright, give me those.
It has begun.
I didn't know how that fight was going to go, if we were going to get absolutely annihilated, but seeing that Armored Ogre rock up and just take on the High Dragon without any sort of hesitance just made my day. It's just so fun to like see the AI and how they work against each other. So I think that means that ogre fucked up everybody that was back there and then ran all the way down here, which is incredible. This helmet smells like years of sweat, although it's too well made to discard. 6 cunning, 9 defense. I like my Helm of Honleith. But 6 cunning and 9 defense for my character is actually great because cunning affects my damage output. So I'll put this helmet on if you want. Let's get in there. Into Drake's Fall. Just a high dragon rocking up. No worries. Crystals of the Imperium. Okay. You found a mysterious crystal. It may have some use. Have I found a mysterious crystal? I guess I have. Damn, so we're at a massive dungeon here too, so it's not over yet. Oh, that's the crystal. Weird that we got the quest before we actually picked up the crystal, but sure. There do be that crystal. Okay. So we're in a whole sort of dungeon situation here, which is not going to be as easy as we think. Let's go down the spiral staircase. Oh, okay, armored ogres are becoming very common now. Whoa. Take out the battle mage. Oh, I'm being eaten. I'm being pummeled. Put me down.
Very well. Shall be done.
Oh, another crystal. Flesh pod. Yum. Another crystal. Will of the Unyielding. This amulet was once engraved with a verse from the chant. The words are now illegible. Okay, we got 4 sockets. I'm assuming we're going to put crystals in these. Yep. Alright, which means I am missing 1 more crystal. Let's go take a look in the flesh pods for these random crystals. Thank you. Let's go put it in the thing. By fitting 4 crystals into sockets in the ruins, you have reactivated a Tevinter relic that may aid you against the Mother. Other towers still remain dormant. Oh, look at this. Tower of Flame. This ancient Tevinter monument, now reactivated, can blast a single target with fire. Tower of Trauma. Stunning of all creatures in an area. Powerful Inferno. Friendly fire possible. And power to heal allies. Okay, so we're going to be restoring the power of towers in this place as well. What a place. Well, you know what? Now I was going to get to a point where I'm like, I'm not going to just get useless loot from enemies because we're in like an end-gamey dungeon, but now it's possible that the enemies might have crystals on their goddamn carcasses, so I gotta do it anyway.
More of the beast ahead.
Or they're in flesh pods. God damn, they resist my dirty fighting. How dare they? That's my move. That's all I got going for me. Yep, another crystal. I'm so done with these grubs, man. They disgust me. That one just disappeared. Oh. It's quiet. Too quiet. There he is. Architect boy is here.
Again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin.
Uther.
I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
Nice. I escaped, you mean?
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order. Yeah, the sort of misunderstanding that ends with a field of dead bodies. Uh-huh. I get those sometimes. I sent the Wizards to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
This dude is crazy. Like, his design work is just insane. He's like some weird sort of Phantom of the Opera looking ass, but then he's got like this body horror with like the skin that is just like stretched onto this headpiece, and he's got a edgy lip piercing in a spot that you wouldn't usually get a lip piercing. But I don't know, we need to consider the fact that this man also has just a relatively normal humanoid looking face and not a darkspawn type face, which is also quite curious. Like, the mother is a brood mother. She'd be birthing those sweet baby darkspawns. But this guy is definitely different. I need to take this guy's mask off and see what the hell's going on here and figure this bad boy out. But I love the design of this, and the voice work is impeccable. You wanted our help? What for?
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
She's trying to break the cycle of the blights and the darkspawn, searching for the old gods. I guess to piggyback on what I just said about, hit this guy's face being very humanoid in nature, I think the same can be said for this mother character as well. The mother and the architect are the most human-looking darkspawn that we've seen, because the brood mothers that we see normally, they're fucked up. But these guys have more distinct human features than we've been exposed to before, despite the fact that they do be a little bit messed up. But it is still quite curious. How would you free the darkspawn? You're trying to stop the blights? ?
Hundreds of thousands of my kind are killed before each blight is ended. It is a plague on our race. We do not begin a blight because we crave power or destruction. We obey the call of the old gods without choice.
And basically like this slave warrior race that the old god's soul is just like, get me out of here, and then go and do my bidding. This is really cool because this is giving a whole new sort of depth and level to the darkspawn of... Before, they were just like absolutely mindless hordes of monsters for us to take out because the blight and because, the archdemon. And now we get to a point where it's like they have a voice. They're communicating. They're coming from a point of being like, hey, we actually have these wants and needs and goals, and we actually don't wish to be, forcibly conscripted into the goddamn archdemon army. And it makes it very compelling, because then you start thinking about them in a different sort of light, where you're like, well, what this potentially can mean is like, does this mean that Darkspawn have a capacity to be not evil? I wouldn't say good, but like not evil, where it's like they can go and fucking live somewhere and go have Darkspawn babies and, you know, have farms and settle down and wear overalls and, you know, stop killing people? Is that a possible future? It seems like with what he's saying in mind, with his goal and ideas, if you could have the Darkspawn, if you could cut them off from the Archdemon, they would become, you know, another sort of race and species that live in this world without that, you know, feeling of being compelled to murder everything around them. How would you free the Darkspawn?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform, similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. Take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
I like my blood where it is, in my veins.
Oh, fade to black? Not even a fade, just a cut to black? Hello? My character has instantly gone blind, actually. I was in the middle of talking to Anders and I can't see anything. Everything's gone dark. Where are you? Why is it... Okay. Do I still get dialogue, or are we just on a weird black screen? All right, guys, we need to continue to roleplay. I've been blinded by the Darkspawn's magic, and I can't see. I need to pick these dialogue options. Okay. We don't even have any music anymore, so now we're just alone with our thoughts in the darkness. This is what it's usually like at 2 a.m. when you're trying to go to sleep. But yeah, this is really crazy. This has thrown off my train of thought, but it's really interesting that they went from sort of like this way that they're like, okay, so the Grey Wardens drink Darkspawn blood. So they figured out our secret to the joining ritual, and then they were like, what if we took it one step further and further diluted it and drank the Grey Warden blood? So we're drinking Darkspawn blood in Grey Warden blood inside of Darkspawn, and then it has like another effect. We just be making Dragon Age Darkspawn cocktails over here. How do the Darkspawn change afterwards?
Once they are free.
Oh, thank God.
The Darkspawn think for themselves.
Thank God.
Speak. They act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
Kill this creature now, lest it makes things worse than they already are. Do what is right, and do not waver.
Help me kill the Mother, and after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
Damn, I don't know, man. This seems like a crazy the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but in a way that I'm like, this is so crazy, it might just work. So it's the fact that drinking Grey Warden blood transforms the Darkspawn. That is what's making them sapient. That is what is giving them the capacity of speech. And some of them are going wild as a result and then joining the Mother. I'm very, like, it's really interesting as well because it's the bottom option that is like, you die now, just get out of here. But, like, there's so much more to be gleamed from this conversation. How did you become freed?
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Well, I mean, we become Grey Wardens, but we're not Grey Wardens before. We're just chilling. But you're saying that you were born. So the Architect was born as he is. But how? But why? What is this mother exactly?
My most flawed creation.
Oh.
Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
Damn, so she gave Grey Warden blood and did their own little joining with the mother, with a brood mother, and then it was like transformed. This is crazy. I like this so much. Like, this is just great for a story. Blows me away. Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be free. Well, I mean, fucking, I don't know if I can spin now. Now it's an issue of, can I speak on behalf of Darkspawn kind? Not really. As a, you know, I get, look, Architect, mate, do a DNA blood test. I've got 0.05% Darkspawn blood, so I believe I can speak on behalf of the Darkspawn people. I'm part Darkspawn, so I can represent that culture. Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be free.
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
I mean, stealing blood from the Wardens is perverse. Would you not also then say that the joining itself and the Grey Warden ritual and us drinking that sweet sippy cup of taint is also perverse in its own way? Guys, we're going to do an enemy of my enemy is my friend moment with the Darkspawn.
What if he's wrong? What if this doesn't stop the Blight, but makes something worse?
We don't know.
If playing with their newfound minds keeps the Darkspawn away from Orzammar, I'm happy.
No, this is wrong. Those who have fallen must be avenged.
Yeah, but this is different. You have to trust my lead, Justice.
I cannot trust it, but I will follow it, for now.
Thank you, Commander. I realize what a leap of faith this is for you. I hope that I prove worthy of your trust. The mother lies ahead, Warden. I cannot approach her physically. Her children protect her from my power. But when you reach her, I will do whatever I can to help you. You have my promise.
You have my promise. Boop, disappears. Anders disapproves of this as well. That's okay. We're far past the need for approval from my team. Okay. This blows me away. You agreed to the Architect's suggestion of an alliance to defeat the Mother. Our mutual enemy awaits deep in her lair. So the Architect is here. So I was wondering if it was going to be like this separate instance of taking out the Mother, then going to take out the Architect. But it is just something completely different. I need to go and get some crystals. Alright, I need to go and get another one. Oh, look, a crystal. Thank you. Let's reactivate this tower. We've reactivated the Tower of Trauma. So we've got 2 other towers to activate, and then we'll have a chat to the Mother, and then the potential inevitable betrayal of the Architect, or not. Who knows? It'd be really bizarre. These Childers are just proper necromorphs. Just proper necromorphs. It's crazy just seeing them at this point. Shoot the limbs off! The embroidery on this robe suggests it once belonged to a worshipper of Uthamil, the Dragon of Beauty. It's music. Not as good as what I've currently got. Sorry, vestments. Declined. These are like if those baby enemies from Dead Space that shoot out the 3 tendrils from their ass, like, grew legs. Oh, hello. Oh god, Childers and Ogres together. Okay. Okay, Anders is getting absolutely eviscerated. For some reason, I didn't think Anders was at the front of the line here, but sure. I don't know why Anders was so happy to be there. Oh, no, hang on. Wait a minute. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, you are in there. For a second, I got confused because my character's there as well. Get out of there! You fucker. Get out of there.
Quickly, we must fight!
He resisted the paralysis. I'm getting beaten. I'm getting my ass beat by the school bully. Please put me down just because I'm a short king. Thank you.
Shall be done.
Come on, guys. I need crystals from your corpses. That's all I'm after here. Thank you. Flesh prod. Crystals.
It has begun. Watch out! Shall be done.
God damn it. But they run fast, don't they? Look at that design. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that. Like, they look so cool. So gross, but so cool. Take out the disciple. My God, man. How about that?
As you say. Very well.
Any more crystals, please? Those. Jesus. Giant balls. Nice. Yeah. Oh, okay. Tower of Flame and Architect's Pyre and Tower of Healing and Tower of Trauma all have one. Yeah. Lovely. Alright, where are we on this map? We're heading to the nest. Okay, in we go. Into the slimy tunnel. Let's go. Oh damn, she's like right there. This is not even like a brand new area to explore. She just here. Okay. Well, I guess we'll be calling upon these towers soon enough. I'm gonna save. Encounter with the mother on approach. Let's stroll on up.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
Interesting. So that makes so much sense, but for some reason it's just very clear to me now. I'm like, oh, right, of course. The call is obviously the call of the archdemon, and this whole time they're like, I didn't want to kill the first. I wanted him to be able to, be free to hear the call again, sort of mentality. Like, it's interesting that we asked the architect about the choice, and he's like, well, I gave them a choice, but it's not, because it seems that it's one or the other. It's the Darkspawn, they feel the call, to the archdemon, or that is taken away from them, and they have this new sort of evolution transformation about them. And the ones that are rejecting it, like the mother here, are the ones that didn't want this on them. They didn't want this like transformation, because she clearly wants to go back to the way it was, which is her choice. So it's really interesting that it's not like, hey, I'm giving them a choice. It's either that way or this way. And this guy is the one that wants to just make them go over to his way of thinking, which is to free them from the archdemon. So it's an interesting divide here between the two of them. What's done is done. The mother is a horror and must die. The architect intends to free the Darkspawn. I trust him, and even were she not mad, the mother would still be disgusting. I'm not sure. Let's go with the architect intends to free the Darkspawn. I trust him, because this feels like one that will potentially yield some more dialogue instead of going straight for, you must die.
But perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight. You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
I was correct. All of these creatures are irredeemable fiends.
There it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Athemiel, but I did not wish another blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Damn. Do you even think about the repercussions of your actions?
Is it not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done, in the name of combating the Blight? The Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
And how lonely the Father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! You cannot harm the Mother any more than you already have. And now the hero is alone. Oh. The Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down! Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Oh my god! I needed a jump scare warning for that. Oh, woo! Oh, that's why she got the line on her face. I always thought that was just like a weird graphical thing. No, that's for easy access to the fucking muscles on the face. Jesus. In this battle, we may call upon special abilities indicated by the new icons. Okay. Sheesh. Let's have a look here. And they keep switching locations. All right. Oh my god. Giant tentacle. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. There's a lot of tentacles here. Can you stun the, let's just cast the, oh shit. I don't get to choose where, oh, there. I get to choose where the Inferno goes? Yes, maybe? Oh! Hang on. That looks like it came from the Architect. Oh shit, hang on. I didn't know if we got a choice as to where it came from. Everybody get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of the Inferno! I don't need that. Hang on. Okay. Whoa, what is that? Oh god, grubs. Okay. So it looks like it's only a one-time use. They don't recharge. Oh man, okay. Once we take out the tentacles... Alright. Let's go for the mother. Oh, that full stun. Oh, that was not stunning for long at all. Oh, I've been picked up. Anders! I've been given uppies without my consent. Oh, goddamn.
I am ready.
This is crazy.
Shall be done.
Okay, let's go for this. Do that. Do a bit of that. Oh god, I've been knocked. The tentacles. What is Ogren doing? Ogren, can you go and attack? Ogren's attacking nothing. What the fuck is he doing? I think he's attacking her, but it's not like registering. I can't move him. What is going on? I can't move Ogren. He's stuck. Look, he's just stuck attacking. Is he doing damage to her? Am I seeing damage numbers? Nope. Ogren is just mindless. The hell? Is it one of these? Turn them all off. Turn off the abilities. Oh, it's the ability. He's just swinging his sword. That's me having a fundamental understanding of Ogren's abilities for sure. What the fuck? I'm like, Ogren! I just don't think I've ever seen that before, so it kind of took me by surprise. That's funny. Okay. Ogren, instead of swinging on the spot, you can actually do stuff now. Oh my god, she's vomiting. Attack! Oh my dear lord. Oh, let's go. Oh! Oh! Oh man, right through the mouth. Nice. We are all radiant with glory. Look at that. I'm not even gonna go get my dagger back. You can keep the dagger. Yeah, okay. I ain't gonna pull the dagger out. I've only got one dagger on my back there. That's hilarious. We'll leave that one there as a sign of our victory. Whoa, okay, hang on. Oh, we've gone straight to the... Damn. All right, we stabbed her in the face and we walk away. We're on the ending screens. This happened at the end of Dragon Age Origins, so that's it. A very abrupt screen. After the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspawn forces scattered and fled back into the deep roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end, so they fled into the deep roads. What's happened to the architect then? He's still out there. The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those Grey Wardens in other nations were appalled to hear of the architect's continued existence, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. Damn, maybe we should have killed him. Still out there. But it's a very interesting character to keep around, because the story potential there is pretty wild, right? Some within the Order have claimed that the Architect's survival guarantees another Blight, and yet the Deep Roads have lately been quieter than any can recall. Most have resignedly decided that it is now in the Maker's hands. That's cool, because, yeah, he tried to change things to resist the call, so there is that. The destruction of Amaranthine did not endear the Grey Wardens to the people of Ferelden. Although much of the citizenry wanted to forget the terrible event and get on with life, a small segment pledged to exact revenge against the Wardens. People whispered that the commander of the Grey was trying to influence Ferelden politics once again, and suggested the burning of Amaranthine was part of a larger plot to gain power. The rumors grew until inside a year, a mob appeared at the gates of Vigil's Keep. Although most of the rioters were shown mercy and survived the bloody clash, public opinion of the Grey Wardens turned sour for years until the Wardens led an effort to rebuild Amaranthine. Why was that not one of the first things that we did to rebuild the city? Although the war devastated many farms in the Arling, all agreed the loss would have been greater without soldiers for protection. The farm holders developed a certain reverence for the Warden Commander, as well as an ongoing reliance on the Grey Wardens for order and protection. We protected the people, baby! But the city folk are not happy. The annals of the Grey Wardens hailed Commander Mapo's defense of Vigil's Keep as a crucial victory. The Order's more clever recruits often spent days studying the account in an attempt to understand the commander's tactics. Amazing tactical work from me. Only the best. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers. Soon, Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Oh, this is really cool. The cult of the Grey Wardens grows. Everybody taking a sip of the juice here. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldric Glavanak stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defenses were acceptable. Years later, he would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Some nobles claimed the Grey Wardens were involved in Ban Esmeral's disappearance on the eve of the final battle against the Darkspawn. Dark whispers hint that a conspiracy to oust the Wardens from Amaranthine is still afoot. I kind of wish that these epilogue things, moved around like they did in the first game, because I think they did, instead of just being in this one spot. Among the many legends that the Vigil spawned was one of the great heroes of the next age, a sheep herder turned soldier by the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded an order of knights that lasted 1,000 years? I think what's really interesting about Dragon Age's epilogue screens is that it drops stuff and then just goes, yep, this is this for the next 1,000 years, or like this happens, or over the years this happens. So it really sets up those concrete little like, I guess, time jumps or future things that it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Sir Alec founds an order of knights that now lasts for 1,000 years. You know, so spawned one of the great heroes of the next age. It's kind of bizarre. The commander's blade, Vigilance, crafted from the bones of an ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. The blade changed hands many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade has had a life of its own and that its power is steadily growing. That's really cool. Can't believe Oghren lost my goddamn sword. He'd never let that one go. What I really like about this is in Dragon Age, you come across so many weapons and equipment that has all these tales and legends that have passed through so many hands and it was considered lost and all of these weapons. And it's cool that like the gear that we've used and the gear that we've had crafted in this game has the same sort of legacy. It's really cool to get something like that. Dworkin Glavenack further refined his lyrium sand explosives, but left the Warden's employ after Qunari mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the Dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. The Vigil soldiers, wearing the distinctive silverite armor that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. Cool. With Vellana and the Architect gone from the region, okay, Vellana's disappeared, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. Oh, true, yeah, Vellana and the Architect gone from the, yeah, right, the forests. I thought there's just like, poof, she gone. The massacre of the militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. It's a shame. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. The clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth, but both sides know that at some point the elves will return for revenge. That's really unfortunate, considering it was just one elf, and now look at the repercussions of that sort of, you know, those choices. A few years after Kal Harol was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Taig. Cool. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Kal Harol was too important to be abandoned. At a tremendous cost of dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Kal Harol of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Kal Harol was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. As promised, Voldric and Dworkin presented Orzammar's Shaperate with the stone marker that told of how Kal Harol's Castellus had taken up arms against the Darkspawn. The commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest of honor at a feast commemorating the defenders of Kal Harol. The Shaper reads the names of the Castellus off the marker, then presided over a ceremony to return them to the stone, as befitted warriors of their stature. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly, settlers drifted into the region. Yep, they looked at this place and went, I want to live here. Scholars said the veil was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous, but the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. Yet, I mean, everyone was like, let's go live here, it's great. Yeah, good job, everyone. Good choice. Anders remained with the Grey Wardens Anders remained with the Grey Wardens a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages. But when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. So he left to go be a lecturer at the Circle Tower, which seems quite bizarre, and left. And yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order. Ever after, the Wardens were his home and his lasting companions. Cool. Yep, so Anders went to go be a university lecturer for a while and decided that the Warden's life remained his life. Vellana never saw her clan again, but neither did she forsake her Dalish culture, nor her sharp tongue, nor her quick temper. Valana's interactions with other Grey Wardens changed her opinions of humankind significantly. Shortly after the Mother's defeat, Darkspawn stragglers who still remained on the surface attacked a human village. Valana was the only warden nearby and defended the village single-handedly. She did not sneer once. Years later, on an expedition in the Deep Roads, Valana took off on her own after saying she had seen Serani in the shadows. The other wardens searched for her, but she was truly gone in the Deep Roads. Interesting. Yeah, because we only saw Uther with the Architect. We did not see Serani at all. All right, we move on to Nathaniel. After spending a number of years with the Wardens, Nathaniel realized the life was not for him. He said goodbye to his sister Delilah and his nephew, then left to seek his fortune. In time, that nephew became a Grey Warden himself. In emulation of Nathaniel, then rose to Warden Commander. He brought honor to the Howe name once again. Incredible. Cool. Justice served the Grey Wardens for many years, remaining in touch with Aura for some reason. The widow of Kristoff. She grew uncomfortable with the body's decay, however. Yep. And the day she told Justice she could see him no longer was the day he left the Order. Justice wished his comrades well, then Kristoff's body slumped to the ground, dead. Aura finally had a body to mourn. If the spirit itself remains alive, it has not shown itself. Wow. Although Sigrun seemed intent on leaving for her calling, departing for the Deep Roads to finish what she started in Calharol, the Warden Commander had a knack for finding important and absolutely urgent things to occupy the dwarf. Sigrun, I've lost my shoes. I think I went on an expedition all the way to Redcliffe Castle. You'll have to go there by foot, I'm afraid, because you'll have to wear my shoes and bring them back to me. Yes, a very important job. Thank you. Do not go to the Deep Roads. And so Sigrun delayed her long walk into the darkness for several decades, even though she never stopped cracking jokes about needing to throw herself at death. Several decades. I mean, I know we got a shortened lifespan as well, but several decades seems like a long time before going to the calling. I thought it would be much, much sooner. You'd get a few decades at least. Okay, there's my boy. Oghren continued to regale young Warden recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle and bed. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. At the Warden Commander's urging, Oghren took a more active role in his child's life. He visited Felsi often and wrote letters, which the Warden Commander graciously proofread nearly every week. Love it. As for the savior of Ferelden, he did not remain as commander for the Grey for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern, the Blight well and truly over. It was time for him to move on. Some claimed the commander headed west into Orlais, chasing after the dark-haired sorceress who had fought alongside him during the Blight. Whether he found her or not, he certainly did not return to Vigil's Keep. My man, we actually went after Morrigan. At the end of everything, we actually went after her. Crazy. Some claimed. It's a rumor. Did I just go traveling? If I went to Orlais, I could be going after Liliana. We said we'd travel together. But apparently I'm going after Morrigan. Nice. Awakening. That's it, baby. That brings us to the credits. The slowest credits I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. That is a snail's pace. They want to make sure you read every name. There it is. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for Dragon Age Awakening. This was a great little piece of DLC. I do have a lot of thoughts about it. I think that with the amount of time they had, I guess, for like the length of it, they did well with what they've got. It's not a full game, so it doesn't have the ability to give you all of that natural character development over the course of the game. So you don't form as much of an attachment to characters, I think, or you're not really given all of that time. Like, for example, Sigrun comes in really late and you go through all of her stuff really quickly, so you don't form like these these necessary bonds. I think you can be like, wow, this character's cool, or this is great, but there isn't that sense of like companionship in a real heartfelt way for me. I really did like all of the characters, but I will say again, like, Villana never really grew on me that much. Nathaniel was, it was cool to see his growth as a character, but I didn't feel personally attached to him much either. I really liked Anders, Ogren, and Justice and Sigrun were really great as well. And I think that says a lot when Sigrun and Justice were the last two to come into the party, but I really liked them. I thought they were like quite compelling characters. Always love a dwarf character. But yeah, Justice was really great because he wasn't something that we'd ever really had before. It was just interesting to have like this spirit of the Fade come in and inhabit a Grey Warden corpse and, you know, all the things that come with that. But I did like the party. I liked the characters. We did get some cameo appearances from from previous characters. We don't know where Zev is. At the end of Dragon Age Origins, I said we would go together, but we didn't, clearly. Leliana's gone traveling. Morrigan's AWOL. No idea what my dog's doing. Shale's gone off to bash pigeons for an eternity, so, you know, wishing her the best. But it was awesome. I really liked Origins and Awakening, continuing that story. It was really compelling, like I said, to get this, like, diving more into the Darkspawn and what they're about. Them being sapient, them actually being able to speak and like seeing two different sides, I think is an incredible way to give a lot of expansion onto the Darkspawn as characters, not just monsters or enemies, but actual characters with a stake in the world. It was really well done with the time that we had. The design of the mother boss fight was really cool. We got armored ogres, like new enemy types, like the disciples, named Darkspawn that could speak and fight. There was a lot to enjoy about Awakening, and I am told, obviously, as I mentioned, I was given some spoiler-free bug fixes to apply to Awakening. They were saying, if Dragon Age Origins, as buggy as it is held together with tape, it's a miracle that Awakening even exists or even runs. But I gotta say, despite that weird the smuggler glitch thing with how the guards spoke to us, I think we had a pretty smooth run. We didn't run into anything too damaging to the game, which is great, because usually I break games by accident all the time and have a stupid amount of glitches. So it was great to have a relatively painless experience. We just had a couple of normal crashes, which happened in Dragon Age Origins anyway, But that was really cool. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed the Awakening expansion with my character. And it's not over yet. It is not over yet. There are 2 more DLCs to go through. There is the Golems of Amgarak, I think it might be called, and then Witch Hunt. And with this in mind, seeing this little epilogue tag of my character potentially going off to search for Morrigan, seeing as Witch Hunt is set after this, that's got my brain ticking a little bit, and that's kind of exciting. I didn't know what to think. I was like, it might be like some sort of blood mage, apostate sort of like storyline or something going on there, so you never know until you jump into it, but it might be directly related to that, and that's very exciting. No idea what to expect in the Golems DLC, which will be next, but we'll be running through all of that, and then once that is done, there will be some bonus episodes to come after, which will be exploring the different origins of the characters. So checking out the elven origins, the human origins, seeing how different it is being like, a mage and a warrior and a noble and a blah, 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 because there's a bunch of different ones. And then also the dwarven noble origin as well. I love that this game has so many different origins in that way that you can have such a unique start. It's very exciting. So we'll be exploring some unique origins as well to cap it off, which is very exciting. I will also mention that while we will be playing Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, because of course we'll continue with the series, there's no reason to stop if you're enjoying it, right? There will be a break, because if I get burned out, nobody's going to have fun. And I don't want, RPGs are a big ask, and this is like as of this episode, being episode 42, this is my second longest playthrough on the channel, and depending on how these other episodes happen, it could almost overtake Elden Ring as my longest playthrough on the channel, maybe. And the best way to avoid burnout is to take a break, you know? So I will not be playing Dragon Age 2 immediately after, but I will give it a little bit of breathing room before I jump back in. I think we should be able to just let the credits roll. They're very slow, so I'm just going to click, because last time there was nothing after the credits, and I don't think there's a after credits stuff for this game, so we're just going to click on through and say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a great time. Next time we'll be doing the Golems of Amgarak, and then Witch Hunt after that. I'll see you then.